Hi guys, welcome to another video. My name is Hannah and today, I think it's my birthday. Well, you already know what this video is. We've already done it before. But this year, we're gonna do it with a twist. Here's 21 things I learned in 21 years from 21 people that have greatly impacted me this past year. Let's bake a cheesecake. Number 1. Clarity is kind, and being unclear is unkind. From Joy. It was either our 6-hour walk or our 3 a.m. catch-up session where she told me that putting up proper boundaries with people and being clear about your intentions is actually going to limit conflict instead of add to it. Number 2. Cayenne from my brother Donnie. I'm not gonna shy away from the fact that I did gain a few pounds when I was in Australia, and restarting my fitness journey, I was like, I cannot do it. But now, speaking to you guys 10 pounds lighter, my brother's right. Cayenne, you can do it. And if I can, then you can too. Number 3. Your head and your heart are never gonna be best friends, but they have to be neighbors. From my tita Angelica. When deciding on big matters this year, there were lots of times when my emotions would take over. Or when I would be so logical that I would just end up hurting people because I'm like, these are the facts, but I also have to consider, these are the emotions. So you really have to work with these two. Somebody's gotta win. Number 4. I don't understand myself completely, but that's fine. Emma. She said that, yes, we're complex. We are crazy human beings. That's the way that God made us. And sometimes we consider that a bad thing. But there's so much beauty in that because that means there's still so much more to discover. Number 5. Dictate order and deal with chaos. Yes, that is definitely something that my dad would say. In life, you will have chaos. And there will be things that will be outside of your control. What is within the boundaries of who you are. How about dictate order within that? You'll know that you know that you know. From my ate Cara. September last year was actually the first time that I was going to spend my birthday without any family. So I thought, 2 days before my birthday, September 8th, my ate Cara, my cousin, actually visited an art fair in Sydney. And honestly, it was like a little nudge from God. You know those things that God does just to like make you remember that like He's actually looking after you and He's taking care of you? That was a nudge from God because He was like, oh, I am actually bringing family to you during your birthday. So that was such a meaningful time, and that's where this picture was taken. You don't have to convince yourself if you genuinely like someone. You'll know. Number 7. It's simple. Don't make it complicated. Meg was the only Japanese student in our college, in our entire college, and she could barely speak English. But she's a boss, and now she's fluent. It's crazy. But she was the best person to come to for like advice or for thoughts. Because when she gives advice, she gives it blunt. She doesn't beat around the bush. She just tells you like it is. Because she didn't have any words to make it more complicated or to make it fancier. So she'd literally just say, Hannah, it's simple. You're making things so complicated. And I'm like, you're right. Number 8. If he doesn't text you back, it's his loss. From one of my greatest friends, Jacob. I don't think that needs enough said. Number 9. Family is more than blood. From my tita Maite. When I met them, they literally just took me in and considered me as one of their own. Ali, if you're watching this video, I can't wait to make TikToks with you. Number 10. Don't make a permanent decision on temporary emotions. From my brother Benjamin. Ben reminded me to not be impulsive. To pause, to pray, and then to breathe before acting. If you don't ask, the answer's always no. From Tita Marl and Tita Rafi. I think you guys have already heard this quote because it's on my apartment tour, but Tita Marl and Tita Rafi are treasured friends of my grandparents, and they also were living in Sydney at the time that I was. So one day when Tal and I were talking to them about how they met, what their love story was, Tita Rafi told us that he just went right out and asked Tita Marl out. And we were like, how do you have the confidence to just go up to this girl that you like and to ask her? And that's what he told us. If you don't ask, the answer's always no. And Talia and I just sat down, looked at each other for like 5 seconds and we were like... Number 12. Maybe progress isn't always forward. If you're looking to scramble your brain with someone, Josh is your guy. He made a beautiful short film surrounding this as its premise, and honestly, I agree. Just remember that in order for an arrow to progress faster and farther, it has to be pulled back first. Number 13. Laugh it off. From my beautiful sister Ella, we have both taken the mature step and agreed there are certain small stuff that you don't have to sweat, especially with siblings, with sisters, you know, you are banding together. You are not fighting against each other. Number 14, God blessed you, not your decision. And there are a few people over here, but I'm specifically talking about Stephen and Micah, leaders of our church, great couple. Love them to death. If God is not putting up a big stop sign in front of you, just keep on going down that road. Number 15, from my beautiful baby sister Solana. When are you gonna spend time with me? And that's exactly how she says it. You know, Solana goes around our house with a notebook that has her entire day's schedule. And then she has all of our siblings sign up what time they can spend time with her. And I just feel like that practice is so beautiful because it just puts it back in your head that like if you want to spend time with people, if you want to invest in people, you have to take the time out to ask them, hey, when can you spend time with me? It's not a matter of if you can, but when. Number 16, time mends all misunderstandings. From Stella. We're honestly the same person. If you talk to her and you talk to me, you're just gonna be like, yeah, it's like that. When two people really want something to be fixed, I believe that time does mend all wounds. Love accordingly. I've yet to take a film photo of Jillian and for it to come out properly developed. Basically, what fills up your tank might not necessarily fill up another person's tank. So we should love people according to their own love language. We should love people according to the way that they want to be loved, not according to the way we think we want to be loved. Number 18, there is an art to intimacy. My long distance relationship with Dalia is quite difficult, but life is a dance. And once you practice and get into the groove of things, then it will be much easier to continue. Love you, Dad. Number 19, don't be judgmental. It keeps your world small. That's from my dada and my mamu. And that is something that I continue to learn as I meet people from all over the world. I don't think you can ever hate on somebody once you have heard their story. Number 20, love yourself. From my mom. When I was living at home before I left, she would always enter my room, and if I was like on my laptop, if I was on my phone at like wee hours in the night, she would say, love yourself. And you know, sometimes I'd be like, oh mom, okay, I get it, whatever, bye. When I went abroad and I didn't anymore have somebody knocking at my door, making sure that I'm sleeping at the right time or drinking water, you know, you tend to miss it. And I just thank you, Mama, for always reminding me to love myself, because that is honestly where everything begins. If you don't love yourself, how the hell you gonna love anybody else? Yes, that is a RuPaul quote. Okay, now let's go get the cake. Number 21. Your loved ones, listen to them, kiss them, and hug them while you can.
Stop!